coach Efil said this is a perfect opportunity to bring one more attacking midfielder into their fold, and we decided say what the Felix Akolo and a Babajin. Heart of work, Ali Mohammed, Kevin Osesi, Benjamin Asari, Pierre Soda Fanifa, what am I Kevin Osesi, Rafael Posape Yabana Chemu, Nanso Mayibona Manatrashe through it, yet already at here, Hearts of Food. That's what I champion. Tomorrow, the bottom by 15. Rafael and Posaje, the one come up to Karim. Nelson Abbey. Referee say foul 50 from here from 2 Muntia 11-1. They say sunset. Hakim Melako Pushi Mauli Wayo. Into a free kick. Ali Mohammed. Kevin Osesi. I pick up one of their terminals, I pick one of their few. Referee say,
Boom, say how to full play and they use it. Now, so Ali Mohammed. But he am an trash a throwing. I yet to edit your heart of folk.
What's the Antona Yanfantia? Could I think of me a boy at here? Heart of folk. That's one of a champ up and Yadia Chemo about Sizaki Canso. Referee look at it. Raoul Fumune. Raoul Fumuna. I want to go trust Sizaki Canal referee to say. Baby, I'm not born. One baby, you're told and self attend yellow Kalika call Adama Raouf Muna was Sakai Adama 11 wonders. Raouf Muna shot to prominence. Ebra 11 wonders. Esha Basaka only start by 2-0. A second half substitute and Obenya 2 goals no. Adama 11 wonders. But in this particular game, Yeshada Enhuno sa, and then that incident, I think that he had control of the ball, but then aerially, they be about the wall and the decision to go for the bicycle kick, and then I'm so referee and yellow card actually.
Sima Edjo no Tamu and so far tossing the Lucimanum and a boy idea come home. Any man of Rapo. That's what I champion. Even not watching. Felix Akolo. Emmanuel Boateng. Emmanuel Amankwa Ibo na dia fiwo. A permanent referee to say foul it echo the heart of folk na wuli wayo. Obedo Fori. One ma wuli wayo. Woman every person. Yellow card tossing in the back of say referee yellow card. After the bottom. Minim sorry ma in what Obedo Fori and I say Mauli Wayo. What am I Obed? Oh, for you see I can my 11 wonders. Yellow card me move back and send me now call it here. 11 wonders. Hakim Miller. And I say Obed Ofori. Jibana dia chemo ma wuli wa yobe tlenga ba tasumeno wa pega bana dia chemo nesu labi Hamza Isa. That was a presentable opportunity, easy to miss than to score, and I say easy to score than to miss. It was just a teasing pass into the 6-yard box, ABT goalkeeper no. Hamza Issa only had one job, just connect the ball into the net, and then we decided to overflow that opportunity. Very big opportunity, and I had to folk a waste it.
And throwing a yet already at your Hearts of Oak. Just one a champion. And then Kofi Asamoah. She bought a few others, so I say it. This one. No, so one I trash a referee and 220. Hearts of Oak. Felix Akolo. She bought a few. Hearts of Oak has to be a bubble and to me and Covedia. Non corre Mauli Wayo, Hamza Issa Bono, non so Tinyanko. Match one person. Edmond Furapo. Now, so one of trash a throw in here to Adia. 11 wonders. She talked for about the Pamasono. How from Yepa? Take care of him, say. One betting me a base as a heart of folk, I shall say, deep with him. It gave me a supporter to the bad woman when you have a tension, and so. And no man said, Kevin says they were paying money among Rafalamponsa. Abdul Karim, when you're free kick. And I'm a heart of folk. The center referee, George Mauli Formal. Ali Mohammed Japan Ethiopia Sokoma Kevin Osesibi. Sibeni Bona Kwachi. Ali Mohammed. Benjamin Asari. Rafael Amponsa. Mauli Wayo. Baba Jamu. Air connected. Heart of Folk, Madam Bona was so fat as we remove. Master di Dramani. Kwesi Asamani Japan actually my Heart of Folk, connecting Calabo. Refia Senabe. A pim, Heart of Folk, Nelson Abbey. Miscommunication between the two players, Mauli Wayo. Had an opportunity, send commentable, Netali, and then I feel Heart of Folk lead, you know. But miscommunication, or making me about chance and not working. A champion. Abdul Karim Ajay, I want to call my Henry Kwakubuate. Kwakubuate and Tinian Kobebia. That's one a champion. Papa, I feel as one as a Kwakudi, Rafael Amponsa. Kwesi Asma. Baba Demu. Across the border, I show Branso. Mauli wa editi and come and after Henry Kwakubuati Mumne Quiet. Tomorrow, Quachi, Nancy Baby. Just for the champion, one year, how did not come on a trash, throwing. Heart of Folk to Wedia, 11 wonders. Emmanuel Amankwa. What tomorrow take to the right yard box in him. When we are playing Nancy Baby. Mauli Wayan to be in Naswami, you born a free war. Referee say ball throwing. Young fan question after Yanto. Young fan 11 wonders. Babadem. Atomo na dia twemo. Ojano want to form referee say foul. Young Monte 11 wonders. Kevin Osesibi. Abdul Karim. Mauli Wayo. A chip on reference Abdul Karim Wadabana Komanyala Mankwa. Henry Kweko Boateng. A chip on reference Pia so dia fani fa. Nelson Abdul Karim Ali Mohammed. Ball and trash throwing a year to Edietia. Hearts of Folk. Felix Akolo. Emmanuel Boateng. Afurapo. Throwing a year to Edietia. Hearts of Folk is as a 91 points. Why yes, I'm watching. Throwing a year to Edietia. Hakim Miller. What to them say you want to feel? I saw trash throwing here to Edietia. Hearts of Folk. Hakim. A trash throwing a yes out to the tia. A pillar born at the action, and so my pimona for you, Kevin a year for you, and say, I call up a short and then I'm go put an impair. A go kick at him. Heart of Folks in my address, Antamoni, 60 minutes. And the boy, I can see him. Benjamin Asari or the Banacomaria Falamponsa, or Piansama Kevin Osesibi. Bona Trashe, throwing a year to Edietia. Eleven wonders, Emmanuel Mankwa. Watobona di Achemu. Referee say foul yam fatu na yemuntia. 11 wonders. I can see my thing area my wonders say say o mother from a kaba community here. A player ball in the ball for Kwakwa Ali Mohammed. Ali Piasso, Kwesi Asama, or the Ali Mohammed. Hey, go pick. Hearts of Focus Abayan Sakaemi no. Mauli wa yo fa kan say ama Martin Kakari ene be semesi akani bi. Rafael Amponsa mum. Rafael Amponsa efimo. Oni Mauli wa yo efimo ama Martin Kakari na fe Theo Floss Collinson. Omo ne ba be semesi akani bi. Ediama Hearts of Folk. When the bona kwa kocha ya kwanya de ma Hearts of Folk. Collinson. Obobo na ntimi anko ba bia ma na trase Chitafo kakra ba no omo bo mo ni se ombe mani akọ me san say akanse no wo mo YouTube say wo soro pa yi bo na dia chemu a chance na so na dia mai bo na fi o goal Martin kakari ato ato so ne no dia ma Heart of Oak Martin Kakari Watu atento sumienu Eddie Ma Heart of Oak Edmond Fulapo What green one chase Haji or bring for a minim dia buy a car why is sound from Sono? Your man Martin, Kakari Atwata Sumienu. Adiama Heart of Oak. Sima Josiana in 64 minutes. Heart of Oak Ashemiano, 11-1 the sentiment here. Referee said pushing across onto a fan no more. Wonders. The Piazza de Bona 5 feet for Cocody. Edmond Fulapo. Hakim Miller. Edmond Fulapo. Adding Kofi Asamoah Piazza de Bona 5. Wonder sebetini ati omukana Mati Wamponsana so bolo bwana ntimi anko ba bia throw when you to Ediat 11 wonders Sima Ajosia enum Heart of Oak Ashemienu 11 wonders sentiment here Heart of Oak, Babatem. It's your first call, Ensign. Akolo. Bona trash through in here to where yet here. Eleven wonders. One more Sakaye. Then who say Hamza back and said him. Matthew Ampon said for Ken said him. Mama Hamza Babeshemasi Akanibi. Eliama wonders. So a friend point about Babeshemasi Akanibi Ama wonders. A foul. She born that chip here. Kotuampa. Heart of Oak, I said you know wonder sentiment here. A foul here, boss center referee George Mauli former. A chip foul here, my friend Pong. Desmond Champo. Martin Kakaria Chipono, Nifa Faso. Across the bonnet, they are children. So I try to say a goal kicker. One that's a point at your Heart of Folk. Eleven wonders. Felix Akolo. Opponents goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. Wasobone Mwatori Akobenkum. Achibona dia from Nsabona Kwakodi. Benkuma Faso attache referee throwing. Yento Mfantia. Atubone tete di bora chemu. Na subone say Akwakodi had your painful J goalkeeper. The pick up on the chemu ni Faso. Hakim Miller. What I say about ma wonders. When we didn't know say from 11 wonders. Now so much from my coming no muntimenti here. Across the border, they are showing us to be any. Ali Mohammed, Benjamin Asari, Kevin Osesibi, Abdul Karim Mapega Bonadia Fabenkum, Henry Kwakubuati, Baba Demu. Bona timi ankoba bia ya chede from Sabona Kwakoti and in Kofi Asamoah referee say foul yemfanto na yemuntia Heart of Folk Sima Jo Contemwe 70 minutes in about Sima Joson 11-1 the same Heart of Folk Asemienu referee Ashena Ben say on me pension mo kakra na fei Yes, I can say this. I think at this moment, Accra Heart of Folk were the driving seat, getting the second goal. So they be at least Omobenya that kind of comfort, and I feel that kind of relaxed performance in the final 20 minutes of the game. It was always coming. Over the chances at the Heart of Folk were more Kreti Mawuli Wayo and that of Hamza Issa Obemu in the second half. The kind of opportunities are not air folly at my Heart of Folk no. It was always going to happen, say Heart of Folk, Ebenya the second goal, and eventually Bono Etimi after Atinam Jama Heart of Folk Obu lead by 2 goals to 0. Martin Kakari from the bench getting the goal for Heart of Folk. Kudos to the team. They really worked to get to where they are. Sima Josoba Kontamweni. Yeah, train some bonsonary enough for yet to me. After I can say so. Coach Amasu Deje Dramani. Watch him run the Omunyon between your ghost Libya Kawe Sunset. Would your team be say so to me? You don't want Shano Pa. Well, you don't know Shano. Said a baby bow. I'm a leg actually watching me at the baby. And one and a Heart of Folk, and then you may want more year. I will go Pameso. Say Omobetimi Ajinkunim. Referee George Amauli former Washana Ben Sayan Twasso. Just want a champion. And in Kofi Asamoah. Bolo bwana ntimi ankwa ba bia mababa damwaje. Kofi Asama. Baba damu. Bwana kwa kodi. Henry kwa Boateng. Referee Antoaso. 11 wonders. Emmanuel Boateng. When Tinian Fabona and Koima, the Piasso de Bonafanifa. Wapega bona dia Fabi Gwan Felix Akolo Fabono. The Bona said Chairman signing, Emmanuel Boateng. Edin Kofi Asamoah. Wonders. One betime wonders and then you may ana. Apenya dia chemu na so mapem. Martin Zakari. Ibanala Mankwa. Theophilus Collinson. Kevin Osesibe apenya dia chemu. Kenneth Osubuache. Obobo na ntimi anko. Emmanuel Boateng. Across the board, one pim Nelson goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. That was an interesting cross into the 18-yard box. But Abrantano Ebon Omodin had his head to the ball. But then this kind of balls don't trouble Ben Asare. Throw in the water ball into the area. One day 18-yard box in him. Hamza Issa. Or the one come on Henry Kwaku Boateng. Kwaku Apega Chip Nelson and Namu Baby Cry. A goal kicker. One day so ball at the Heart of Folk. Ghana Premier League I can see a tosso do Ediono. I can see a tosso Ediono when I can see a Dikan cry. Or matches I can see any number coso. Our various league centers. Eleven wonders. So much I say Bobby B. Nanso ato Fokaje, Martin Kakari. What am I Hamza Issa? Referee say a penalty at my Heart of Folk. Referee say penalty here. That was a beautiful dummy from Abrantano Diari Hamza Issa just into the 80-yard box. There was a clip of the leg, and definitely referee Maui Voma George ever whistle for that opportunity at the penalty, and it is the right call. Kevin Osesi be akwaja board actually my Heart of Folk. Kevin Osesi be what they had to open for Jay. Osesi be the two man I say Heart of Folk Katimia Bogomi and Sao Gopameso. Kevin Osesi be what about not tell me go. That was cool and calmly converted by Kevin Osesi. Interestingly, this is the first time this season Accra Heart of Folk share as many as 3 goals. And of course, Benjamin Asare will be celebrating that at least a year to concede a goal in this particular game. This team rolling to a 3-0 lead, and of course they are on course to pick all 3 points. Once again at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, Heart of Folk are still unbeaten. Heart of Folk are 11 wonder sentiment here. Akasima Edu me and Sani the referee the battle so I can say in the corner here. ...11 wonders. Woman to me and your one day, Sawa go Pamaiso. Go a toss on neighbors up had say go a toss on neighbor, say 11 wonders of my gum one was go Pamaiso pa. The Piazza de Aquati. $11 wonders. Now you're some better wonders. Now so because what if I come here someone to mentor here. Bona trash a throwing 11 wonders set to at your heart of folk. Just want a champion. Akolo. Rosa CB. Ne mo de ba so ani ye papa wa kan say mu. Aye corner kick. Referee say Okwa into free kick and fa to na ye montia. Heart of folk Benjamin Asari o hwani mu se bon to na trem. Just want to jump up and ball there trem we wrap him na so number bi kra. Heart of folk enemy and son 11 wonder sentiment here. I can't say to my day. Area my wonders. So mo betimi I wonders so go Pamaiso. Ghana Premier League I can't say to so aduru. When I can say Dikan I have China the Akanina Betraso Felix Akolo what about a quache? The Pian Sodan Sodabi just want a champion. I offside it here. 11 wonders. Sima Ejo Wache enter Mwani. Akasima Edu. Any the referee better so I can say no. Referee Besha na bedi akaise ni na badawe Kevin Osesidi. Yakopia na referee say fa wo finfe yemfa nto na yemontia wonders. Kevin Osesidi be so jana na so ne ato akaise ni so. Henry Kwakubu ate fra akaise ni. Ama se faso sabute wonu ne be shemasi akani bi edi ama Heart of Folk Sima jo tweba kontamwani akasima nkron Heart of Folk Imanola Mankwa Abdul Karim Imanola Mankwa Referee say foul yen fam to na ye montia Imanola Mankwa sense Woko try Opia so command goalkeeper had to open for J Wapegari afani fafa so nenso bona pem referee say throw in Anton Fantia Heart of Folk wato the bona kwachi Hakim Miller Emmanuel Boateng Just for a champion. A champion right here boxing him. The one up here, my even watching. Watch it. Across the one so referee assistant la one up again Frank can say offside it here. Desmond champion. I will see I can Edema 11 wonders. Wonders and the brace on the some baby. There's some other from a Camian son. One more intimate tobacco cry. Carvino says he for pay up on their trim. Ya pimbo on the call. Nanso Kenneth Usubache, you want a few. Ali Mohammed. Abdul Karim. The one I call Combatio Frost Collinson. Collinson Piasso de Amababademu. Adamanti and Fabon and Cry Jeffries, what I call it Felix Akolo. Akolo. Felix Akolo, and Sajibone Felix. Emmanuel Boating, with Piasso de Bonafanifa. Yakwanya de Ma. One day, so that be a corner kick.
That was a very beautiful threaded pass from Emmanuel Boating, but then Felix intimate control ball. No, eventually, Heart of Folk had their men retrieving her or Maclear ball to safety.
A corner kick ball at your Heart of Folk. Sima Jowa Kenai, Akasima Insia. I play about 10 more natural goalkeeper. Benjamin Asari Asomu, ya Jeff Awadi Amane Sanse. Pushing across all. I was 6-yard boxing him. Wonders. Wonders, what's all your wonders? A offside. Akasima Enum. And the other referee better so I can say no. You know about the way. Ghana Premier League I can see a toss word you know. I will let go for my show. 11 wonders and shady, one more and a home. And I had to focus on my coming and someone to 20 years. Ali Mohammed. Ali Bonafa Benkum. Nancy Achipon reference. Abdul Karim. Eleven wonders. Romo ye bia so betimi ati omo kanim ba konen so. Bolon bole fe ye papa. Omo da fo kam ye nsa. Romo ntebente ba kokra. Kadoto usubwachi. Ebeya ye hu ade ama wonders. We rate your boxing him what bonus should have be.
It was a very beautiful 1v1 situation between Hamza Issa and 11 Wonders defender Kenneth Usubwache, but then went to me and Bitino. Eventually, I was all hit and strike.
Wonders are for one thing. Eden Kofi Asamoah. Piasso de Bonacquete. Piga ball and pass the ball and in the betting Yafa. Oni Ali Mohammed. Pushing across into referee. Foul in front of na ye Muntia. Heart of focus and Babadamu. Coronel Piscino. And I say Opian into former refuge for Bonacodi Felix Akolo. One day say you are so meeting me at your Bukadumbaco. Richard boxing him. Nenso Derby. Osesibe Abdul Karim Akasima Bako Nesima Diokone nyina aso Babadem Abdul Karim Kevin Osesibe Heart of 4K Bia so betting go toss 9 Ali Mohammed Odiam Abdul Karim Diama Kevin Osesibe Theophilus Collison Abdul Karim. What are quite sure commanding goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. Simadra Kunina so. Refesi and Fasima 9. And I am Fanto I can say so. Rasisima 9. Jan Fanto can say so. Pia so the one Fabian Kum. Heart of folk could be here no matter what can say him. Mama should go back to me no me answer. I think Ghana Premier League men kai I can say heart of folk boy ya almost go no me answer. Nenso matimi aye. And e wole go prama so. Kevin Osesibe. Richard boxing him. Kofi Asamoah Pesha Tabo. Wa bonus one akwa the Pia so dia fanifa. Bona Trashe throw in here toward the tia. Kofi Asamoah bona kopim crossbar na pie. Referee say foul, young Fanto. Na ye Montia. Eleven wonders. Ebi akofi gira popo no. E kopim crossbar na sabae. Babademu. Sima na de to so make say abomu mienu. Akasima mienu akanseri na be kona yeye. Pia so de bona kwachi. Imanola mankwachi me anyina so. Ajibo na fere nsam so Kevin Osesibe pia so amana trashe. Through na yet to where tia heart of folk kwasonimu referee say a foul the one at 20 paso Eden Kofi Asamoah Ali Mohammed Opia so the one akoma. I feel 11 wonders. Some person may wonders. Then so brand ko. Emmanuel Boateng. Heart of folk above na fi o. Bora ko di fa so. Atrashe throw in here to where the Heart of folk of Finfia fam. Ghana Premier League. I can see a tosso and Juno. Referee say a foul, young Fanto. Eden, Kofi, Asamoah. Why, yeah, Juma Papa, Wago Pamaso and area. Nanso de Hiano. Heart of folk, Kaye, Wago Pamaso. I have free kick.
Well, Heart of Folk, clearly, I think that this could be the last opportunity for 11 Wonders. But Heart of Folk, it's me, after Abomodin say, all 3 points in this game, I'm going to me in now the most important thing, and it's going to keep it clean sheet in this game.
Sima and I, the toss in your also. Yeah, Center referee, George Mauli Forma. Robert Shanabe, Eddie Kanseri in our banner. Kevin Osesibe. Or the ball got to way in a fay, Wapia Samani goalkeeper Benjamin Asari. Center referee, George Mauli Forma, Ashana Bay. Eddie Kanseri in our banner, how to focus at me and Sa 11 Wonders. And to me, Ante, Ewalegwago Pamaso.
A very interesting game at University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Heart of Folk clearly came in with a mindset, say, I was so much to be trying to get all 3 points. Eventually, they did everything within their powers and I to be at your 3 points. And scoring 3 goals, Emma, a year 11 Wonders, to me and Shebi, keeping a clean sheet. And once again, Wama Legon, Aya Fortress. It has ended. Heart of Folk 3, 11 Wonders 0.
This team took advantage of the lapses, the weaknesses in the 11 Wonders team to get maximum points.
I'm sure there will be lots of exciting and merriment here. So 3 goals there for Heart of Folk. The 10 goals or 10 shots there, Heart of Folk having 98 of them. To the short on target there, you see 5, but possession there, Heart of Folk leading.
My name is Mutale Yakubu. This is TV3 and Onya TV, and it's the Ghana Premier League. I have with me the head coach of Heart of Folk, Masood Didi Dramani. Coach, first of all, congratulations. How would you assess the performance of the boys, especially in the second half?
I think that it is good that at least we had our first 3-0 win in a game. But I think that we still need to be more clinical, and then we need to be more conventional, and then also making the right decisions in very key moments. For me, I'm more into the small details of the game, and so I wasn't a very too happy a person, because both structures in terms of our our defensive phase, there's clear identity of what we have to do when we don't have the ball, especially when we need to win the ball in higher positions. And so these key aspects are aspects that I don't take light to. I really emphasize on these aspects.
Of course. Now, how important was it to get that early goal in the 8 minutes? And when you are playing sides like 11 Wonders, who are all about the results because they are not good enough this season?
I think that I told you before that in the pre-match interview, that playing against such sides is very difficult in the sense that they have nothing to lose, and so they play, with all the courage and then with all the enthusiasm and curiosity. But you are playing for something, and you need to play to a certain pattern, and so you need to make the right decisions in terms of positioning. Positioning for me is so key, both on and off the ball, and these are the clear indications of what we want to do. So sometimes it's difficult for my players to understand that I don't seem to be happy on certain aspects because they might think that it's okay, but I see it differently because I think we need to set the right standards.
Of course. Now, how you've closed the gap on league leaders Medeama to 5 points. How big is getting 3 points today going into the rest of the season?
I think that every game comes with its own approaches. We approach every game differently because all the teams are not the same. Every team comes in a different approach. This 11 Wonders team, if you underestimate what they bring about in terms of their team play, you'll be surprised because they play freely and with fluidity. They move the ball very, very well and get into very decisive moments of the pitch. And so their position should not deceive you. Teams that are struggling, how they can play so well and how dangerous they can be. I think that it was very important that we won the game.
Of course, Coach, we wish you the very best for your next game. Coach Masood Didi Dramani is the head coach of Hearts of Oak. Pleased with the scoreline, but not too pleased with the performance of the team. And he says that they will still need to improve in a lot of phases of the game. Today, they won 3-0 against 11 Wonders. And shortly, I have been joined by the head coach of 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Edu. Now, Coach, I was in the stands and the fans were saying the same thing. 11 Wonders, so why are you not scoring?
That means you're bobo, because the result is what matters most. I think today I'm really disappointed in the boys because it's just that they don't listen. Yes, because if you watch our games and in as much as we lose, we don't go down that much. Yeah, and I don't know why.
Do you think that early goal Hearts of Oak scored actually destabilized the team?
Not really, because as you can see, after the first goal, we regroup and we came out, to the end of the first half, and even beginning of the second half, we were still, pressing, trying to get an equalizer until that mistake came again. And then they had a second goal.
Of course, when a defeat like this come, it is difficult to find positives. But what lessons are you taking from this one into match day 21?
Yeah, we need to, we need to go back to the drawing board, and since it's a marathon and we've not ended it yet, we need to keep on pushing. So I don't think this defeat will really have anything to do with our future preparation. We just going because we still have FA Cup and other things ahead. So we're not going.
Coach, commiseration to you, but wish you the best going into your next game. That is the head coach of 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Edu. Not forgetting, that they started the season with Neo Dati Lamte before J.E. Sapon came in and he has taken over. They are rock bottom of the Ghana Premier League and he's not happy and he's very disappointed with the performance of the team. Now, one man who is happy because he has been voted the most valuable player in today's game. He came from Nations FC and he's doing the business for Hearts of Oak, Abdul Karim. Karim, and he what's up? The match they won against Hoho United. OJ man of the match, and they what's the man of the match. Personally, now, how do you feel?
First of all, medical that's the man Yankopona. Player the Obia determination is a game na. Game no quite and now we have vote to player of the game. I think say a Nigerian. make an same money.
Of course. Now, any anymore no. Man for baby because has a folk bob board. That's one to me goes. Problem Nankasa wow share free.
Yan Casacran and Tia once because the way I see a finishing with training ground now, ya ba match day na yana no man kuyina, yan Casana and Tia once. But Yabeka say Kakran Kakrano.
When you have 3 points, more closely Gabno on Mediema. How important is this game going into the rest of the season?
Oh, what's a House of Folk there? Our tournament to be a ma. Won't mean House of Folk this second because House of Folk there say or tournament to be an essay one edgy. Until we know so a marathon echo into a fun match after match. To win our conde boy pa negim the yan. Of course, the trend next week became sorry. And
then we now by again I'll be catching a fans no.
Make a chance of Munya would tremay because the way I hear you pay hono, and yes, I be crying na yen into best room say Omunyan to was a minor fan pipe won't take.
Currently one of the best midfielders in the Ghana Premier League, Abdul Karim, plays for Hearts of Oak and he's been voted the most valuable player. Duke would come back and join me so that we wrap up here at the Accra Sports Stadium. He was hoping for a lot of goals. He saw 3 goals in there. I mean, in the end, Hearts of Oak, it was joy for them. It looked like 11 Wonders would mount a comeback, but it was never meant to be.
They could have actually scored more if they wanted. I mean, depending on how really. But this is actually quite good. I think Didi would go home today, sleep quite soundly because this is the first time Hearts of Oak have scored 2 unanswered goals in a game since October. The last time was in Brekum, where they beat Brekum Chelsea 2-0 on the 19th of October. So this is very good for Hearts of Oak, and it's good for them because second half they played better. They created more chances. You saw the second goal quite untidy, but of course, it ended up at the back of the net.
It's not really a happy man. He says that he's not satisfied with the performance, even though the scoreline if you didn't watch the game, you would think that Hearts of Oak blew them away.
If you look at the statistics and his own performance and how many goals he's been able to score, today is not the one-goal project that we've seen. So if you're a team and your biggest if your Achilles heel is scoring goals and you haven't been able to score more than 2 in a very long while, and today you have 3, it should tell that something is working. What they have to do rather is to pick up the lessons that they can. I call it a confidence or a morale boosting performance today. Pick up the confidence from it, pick up the lessons, try and make your team sharper going into the next game against
Does this result further extinguish any hope of 11 Wonders staying in the league?
I think so. It will be very difficult for them to come back. 14 more games to go, but 20 games down the line, still languishing at the bottom. Today that would be 32 goals conceded, 14 goals scored. It doesn't look like there is any way back for them. It will take a miracle.
Of course, Hearts of Oak back